All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. It's 8:30. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the IAS-USA annual update on HIV management. I'm Jeff Lennox, and my colleague, Dr. Michael Saag, will be the co-chairs of the meeting today. And we have what I hope is going to be a very informative and enjoyable panel of speakers and topics for you today. These are some of the resources of the IAS-USA. You can see the impact and the types of conferences that are being put on now as part of the IAS-USA umbrella, including the Ryan White Conference and others, including obviously CROI, and then some of the publications that are available to those of us who are in the audience and in the speakers also. So I encourage you to go to some of these resources. I already mentioned that Michael and I will be co-chairing, and this is Mike's 32nd year, I think we said, of doing this conference here in Atlanta. We have more than 200 attendees, and we have people from all over the United States. You know, it's always nice to see visitors from outside of the southeastern U.S. who are here and are part of the conference, and we welcome you. We did a pre-test that everybody hopefully took. Oh my goodness gracious. People, drink your morning coffee before you take the pre-test. No, but this is good, right? This is good because we're all going to learn a lot today, and so it's fine that the average score was 38. You don't have to get up and leave. So CME information, you can see, just as in the past, we offer CME. It's physicians and those eligible for AMA credit. There's 5.5 maximum hours of Category 1. And these are the ABIM mock points, the nursing contact hours, et cetera. Pharmacy contact, it's all the same amount. So I encourage you to go ahead and register your participation with your you're a provider for your CME. This is a conference of an independent entity. The IAS-USA is not beholden to any one group or company or anybody else, but there are sponsors that contribute to this activity so that we all can learn. And these are the platinum sponsors that you see listed here. And I think you're probably all familiar with these companies who are helping to support the educational activity today. Financial information with ineligible companies have been disclosed, and you can find them in the modular e-syllabus book that is available if you're interested in looking at people's conflicts of interest. I mean, Mike and my main conflict is, just the Georgia-Alabama sports rivalries, so we didn't have to report that. All the slides will be available following the course, and I think people find that a useful resource. You don't have to copy down every detail, just absorb and enjoy, and there will be a post-test. As far as questions and submissions, you can, I think everybody now is used to using these little codes and using your camera to log on and submit questions. You can also submit them on pieces of paper if you so choose, but I think the best option is to come up to the microphone, and you don't have to be afraid to ask a question. Many of the questions actually are quite provocative, actually. So the first question, just to see how people do, go ahead and join Slido. We'll give you 30 seconds or so to get logged on. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I guess everybody's slidoed up, and we can see what the result shows. All right, most people, as we anticipated, didn't attend. When I saw that pass-fail thing, it reminded me of my first test in physical chemistry in college, where I got a 18 out of 100, and it was the second highest grade in the class. So when I first saw the thing, I thought I flunked out because I had to pass that course, and turned out okay. Have you attended a past post-CROI update to this point in time? Go ahead and vote. Okay, let's see if the law wins or who, yep. All right, so it's interesting. About a third have. Interesting, okay. All right, so are there any fellows here, infectious disease or otherwise? Yay. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. All right. Give you a round of applause just for having the courage to stand up. That was pretty good. Okay, so here's our agenda. We're going to start with a review on where we are in the status of curing HIV. Each session will have, each talk will have a Q&A session that follows. Then Dr. Lennox will pop up to give us key updates from CROI that really aren't going to be covered in the other talks. So it's kind of a catch-all safety net, make sure we covered all the stuff from CROI. And then Dr. Springer will come up and talk about substance use disorders in terms of opioid stimulants and alcohol. Then I'll come up to close out the morning session with a case-based antiretroviral therapy and other issues format. It'll go for about an hour, but it'll have a panel. We'll engage the audience as well. If you have questions, you just slido them in, and we'll incorporate those or catch them at the end. And it's usually a really good interactive session. Then we break for lunch, come back with Kim Workowski on STIs. There's an awful lot new there. And then we're really happy to have Steve Grinspoon, who was a lead investigator on the Reprieve study, which has really changed how we think about treating lipid disorders. It was a monumental study, and he's going to give us the inside baseball results and also the take-home points. And then we finish with the Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Melanie Thompson, and she's going to talk about immunizations, what's new there, and what do we need to be doing, how to keep it straight with Prevnar and all kinds of other things. So really happy that you're here. Dr. Lennox and I will be around if you have any questions, but this is usually a really fantastic update. It's been going on, as Jeff said, for 32 years, so that's pretty impressive. And those of us who have survived this 32 years, harumph, good for us.